بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I would like to welcome you to the most, United Arab Emirates, the land of opportunity, to Dubai, the jewel of the world, the most safest country on earth. I can tell you, not because I'm biased, this is my country, but this is the United Arab Emirates. I was talking about peace between the Arab and Israel since a long time, over 10 years. But thanks God again and again that our leader and the Israeli leader and the American brought us together and established the beginning of the peace. I was talking over 10 years to bring this, and it is a dream. It is a success of the nation that we are together. That is something very important. United Arab Emirates has seven emirates. Each one it has own flavor. They are not the same. Each one it has its own flavor, and you will see this flavor when you visit each one of them. Now we started United Arab Emirates and the Israeli relationship, and I call it engagement, not marriage yet. It is engagement, warm up, and we see how we can cooperate in success of the two nations. The great thing is our mentality as a business people in this part of the world, and you are also, we are completing each other. We can work together because we understand the same language of business. This is the success of our relationship. I look at it more than politics. Dubai is blessed since a very long time. Dubai is blessed. We don't have oil, but the most successful. You cannot find a city is like this in anywhere in the world where the combination. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen, we have over 200 nationalities in this country. Over 200. I have schools. The children study in that school over 100 nationality or 150 nationality with different religion, culture, and background. And we live like one family, big family. This is the success of this beautiful country and the beautiful city of Dubai. Now I can say that also the new approval of the government that each one can work without any partnership of local or citizen of this country. And this is also opportunity to anybody. Of course, you have to choose whether you are going to benefit from partnership or not, or you are going to be in your own. That is, you have to feel free. United Arab Emirates and in Dubai in particular, it is a hub between the West, Asia, Middle East, and Africa, which this is an opportunity for the Israeli to benefit from this country for their, I can say, the purchase of things, our ships, our containers to be delivered to you. And this will be something you benefit and more economical to you than buying it from Europe or somewhere else. We built this infrastructure here. Not infrastructure, only the road and bridges and tunnels and infrastructure for business. For business to allow you easy. You can do your business in this country without any obstacle or anything else. You can start your business immediately. In a few minutes, you can get your license and anything you can work. Doesn't need to call A or B or C. No. Just in the computer, which has been created by our people, and you can, get this. How to, I cannot speak like Samer, he is an excellent speaker. But I can say that how to strengthen our business. To strengthen our business, we have to, our relationship to strengthen it is the business. Business always bring you together. Investment in both countries. Us to invest in your country, you invest in our country, or we see where the opportunity. Definitely I can say, I am not biased again, here the more opportunity for anyone in the world and more where people invest and they can get return. This is the most important. I think you have seen Dubai. Dubai is not comparable with any place, not because this is my country is United Arab Emirates as a whole, but Dubai is completely unique. I mean, you cannot compare it with the European country or the American or Asia, etc. It is a combination of everything. Security, safety, and also economical hub for everybody. And I can say that you can see, I don't want to talk a lot, but I would like also to mention something which I'm proud of, one of my projects called Al-Habtoor City, and I wish that you can visit that, we can arrange for you, because this is a combination, you cannot find it in anywhere in the world, not in Berlin, not in London, not in Paris, not in New York. Thank you very much and welcome to my country. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Al-Habtoor. The viewers of Reshet 13, my network, had the opportunity last week to learn that you're not only a businessman, but thanks to your deep understanding of international affairs, you're basically a non-official ambassador of the UAE on all kinds of diplomatic endeavors. And we had a chance to hear some of your fascinating insights about the region. And before we open it to the questions from the crowd, I wanted to ask you, UAE took a pivotal role, became a pioneer in creating a bridge with Israel. And we heard that last week our Prime Minister has visited Saudi Arabia. Who do you think will follow the UAE?
Well, I cannot comment regarding the visit of Prime Minister of Israel to Saudi Arabia because I have no idea at all about that. But I mean, definitely we have to strengthen the relationship between United Arab Emirates and Israel. Our leaders here and us as a people and citizens of this country always hand in hand for the success and the protection and security of this country. Our success is one. And definitely I can tell you our government is supporting every venture we do. I mean, for example, if I want to do something here, I will get total support. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about to facilitate things. Facilitating thing, you will get it from top to bottom from the authority here. They will do everything for you. This is why I'm saying it will be, ladies and gentlemen, it will be easy for them to do work here and simple without any complication.
And you think this process of creating more normal ties with Israel will continue under the new U.S. administration that will take office in January?
I think we have, I mean, this is, I mean, the U.S. administration, whether it's Democrats or, this is the wish of the people of the United States of America.
Of course.
And we cannot interfere on that. If the people of America want Democrats, we will say, I wish them the luck. If they want Republican, I wish you all the luck. This is not our choice, sir.
But is it good news for the region?
Doesn't matter, you know, whether we like it or not. You know, that's the decision of the people, which I respect. You as citizen to choose whoever they want, whether they want Democrats or Republican. I mean, this is their own philosophy and this is own decision. I or you cannot say anything on that.
But in your interview, you've pointed at Iran as one of the greatest threats to the region. Now, if we are looking at an administration that is going to restore the nuclear deal with Iran, what kind of impact will it have on the region?
I mean,
I'm sorry, I'm a journalist.
That should be a difficult answer. I mean, definitely, I mean, a lot of people pinpointing to me that I'm the bad guy when I talk about Iran and talk about Hezbollah. If you read their tweets, you will be surprised and laugh. Sometimes they upset me, sometimes make me laugh. They are hitting hard on me. And because I mentioned Israel and especially your TV, Channel 13, when I spoke and this, and oh my God. I saw today a video, somebody sent it to me, I sent it to my friend Namrud. And Manar was putting it, translating it in Arabic. But as they say, the Americans, they say, talk's cheap. Whatever they say during the election will be changed later.
But you said very strong words about Hezbollah in that interview.
Yes.
You said Israel should eliminate Hezbollah. What do you mean?
Well, I think and do you need now they attack me again, right? As they say, problem...
I have my bosses here.
Sir.
I have my bosses, so I need to impress them.
A problem, it comes without money, and we are paying for our problems. Definitely. I am really always, I talk about that. You have a border, and you have always meeting with them, and you have, I don't know, maybe you have relation as well with them, and you are not doing anything. Your plane flying over Lebanon, left and right, and you are, as the Americans say, talks cheap. This is what you are doing. You are showing your power without any result. Yes?
So you believe we need to exercise some power? Okay, when it happens, I invite you to come to Israel and broadcast this war with me.
I will, but not a war. This will not be a war. This is erasing. To be erased.
To be erasing.
Yeah. This is what, there's no war. You are not fighting Russia or America or China.
No, but the way you put it, it sounds simple.
You are finishing terrorism.
Okay, we wanted to give an opportunity to the audience to join in for the conversation. So whoever wishes to ask a question, please raise your hand and we'll get a microphone to you.
I don't think anybody wants to ask.
Now they're afraid of you. Okay, so I want to ask you, and let's go for economic issues. Basically, could you define what is the interest of most UAE businesses with Israel? What kind of opportunities you see for Israel and the UAE in the business arena?
Let me explain you, sir. United Arab Emirates is young in federation, but an old in experience and wisdom. This is where we appreciate that the Israeli, they are very intelligent in business, they are very clever, they are very successful in everywhere in the world, whether they are Israeli or they are Jewish. They are doing great, But also I want to highlight our people in this part of the world, we are raised in business. We are raised to do, here we don't, 50 years ago we were different. And now we are one of the most important economical hub in all the areas. We were trading those days, long time, before the federation, between Dubai, India, Singapore, Pakistan, trading. Our people, they are used to trading. They don't use, to anything else, They are not IT people or technology, but they are business-minded, they are clever, and this is why I'm saying that the Israeli and our people in the United Arab Emirates, they can have great marriage together because the same mentality, the same target, which is the transparency. Transparency in our people here, very important, which we don't like too much talks. We like delivery. We need people with their promise to deliver, they have to deliver, This is something really which we learn it. I personally learned it from the late Sheikh Rashid and the late Sheikh Zayed. These people, they were a leader. They are not a businessman, but they are mentality which you can learn from them. And my father and or our people in United Arab Emirates. But do not wait for tomorrow. If maybe I am different, and if I would decide to do a business, I want to do it now, not tomorrow.
So Israelis that would come here to do business, they shouldn't expect a long foreplay, straight to business.
If they talk too much, we don't want to talk with them.
Okay.
I mean, this is fact. If they are, we want them to talk. There is figures, numbers. You can say whether it is feasible to you, benefiting to you, benefiting to me, we can make a deal. But only wasting time, wasting my time, and I'm wasting their time, we don't want that.
So give us a piece of advice, what not to do when you come to do business in the UAE.
No, you have to be ready. You have to be prepared with your presentation, and you have to know what you want. Not only we speak loud, like us, you and I now, we are talking loud without any result. I mean, yeah, we want to be ready. We have to have something in our hand. We have to present it with figures, A, B, C, D. I want to invest so much here in Dubai. I want to invest A, B, C, D, because here is easy to invest and you make money. I can guarantee for you any invest and you make it. I'm talking about things I know. I cannot tell you something which I don't know. Anything I know, I can guarantee for you. If you invest on that, you make money. And you are safe. Full protection from everybody. Look, I will tell you something very important, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this country, I mean, here we live, more than 200 nationality, mix from every color, culture, religion. We don't know, we never ask whether you are Christian or Muslim or Buddhist or Jewish or this. We never ask. I mean, this is the success of this jewel of the world, Dubai.
So religion is not a topic you recommend to bring up in discussions.
And we don't want you to make excuse. We don't want to stay in your hotel because you don't have kosher food. you Israeli eating everything. Yeah. True. Yeah, they are complaining. We want this. You want somebody to read and this wine and this food, etc. No, go and eat. Finish.
Okay, do we have any question from the audience?
Don't ask about the food.
Did you try kosher?
No, I was saying like Arabic, I think. Hummus.
Less tasty.
Hummus, less tasty.
Yeah.
Good. Did you hear that? Less tasty, the kosher.
So when you travel around the region and you have many relations in the neighboring countries, what kind of responses do you get from the neighbors here in the Gulf? Kuwait, Qatar, Oman. What are they saying about this new relationship that you have with Israel?
I haven't been traveling except to the West, but I didn't think the people, I personally, I'm talking my personally and the people of this country, there is always differences. But I can assure you, more than 90% they want peace. Who want war? Who want trouble? Trouble and the problem comes without money. Why should you pay for a problem and buy a problem? I mean, we don't want a problem. We don't want, and the region is the same. And we have to introduce something called peace, something so business rather than peace. I hate the word of peace because we have no differences between you and us. We don't have war between us and Israel. We can say friendship, relationship, business communication, business hand by hand. The word of peace, we have to remove it because we have no war. I hate wars, I hate it. We want peace. We have you have to visit us to enjoy my country from Abu Dhabi to the south, to Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, to all this. They are the most beautiful places. And see how, and we will visit your country.
You're very welcome.
After finishing the lockdown.
Yes.
And make sure the virus is not there.
Post-corona.
The virus is not there. Make sure about that.
Right now you are our only refuge. You're the only place we can go to and go back without quarantine.
Yes, good. That's good.
So I'm not sure your opinion about the Israelis would stay the same once all Israelis would start to come here.
Well, a lot of people, they said that a lot of Israelis, they are noisy. I said, we will take care of absorbing them from the landing in our airport because they will see how we receive them in like home, like a family. And I promise you, they will love this country. Yeah.
I have to tell you on a personal note, this is not my first visit to the UAE.
Yeah.
And before this time, I used to come here and conceal my Israeli identity. I would travel with a foreign passport. I would speak English on the phone, not Hebrew. And suddenly we're here, a delegation of Israelis, speaking Hebrew all over the place, going anywhere we want to, and it feels so natural. You wonder how didn't it happen before?
True. I mean, this is, I told you, this is the jewel of the world. You are in the jewel of the world. You are lucky. Really. You are lucky, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
So, you know, this gentleman is responsible for shaping a lot of the skyline of Dubai, including this fine establishment that we are hosted here. And I want to thank you very much for the warm and kind hospitality you've been showing to us.
Pleasure.
And I want to invite you to come and visit us in Israel as well.
It will be an honor, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.